Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would have loved to be with you today as you gather to attend this 5th High-Level Africa Forum on Women, Peace and Security. But thanks to technology, I'm happy to be able to join you from Accra, where I am, following the invitation by my brother, the chairperson of the AU Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, to lead the African Union Observation Mission to the Republic of Ghana during the presidential and parliamentary elections to be held next Saturday. This is a good example of women's real participation in processes that brings peace, stability, and good governance. I thank the chairperson for this opportunity, which reminded me of my involvement in election observation on our continent since the time of the OAU. Elections makes a fundamental contribution to democratic governance. I heard, yesterday, the UN Security Council congratulating our continental organization, the African Union, for committing 30% quota of women's participation in conflict prevention and management missions, peace processes, as well as election observation missions led by the AU. I can testify that the African Union Election Observation Mission here in Ghana is a good example of the African Union living to its commitment with a good number of women participating. Today, the world finds itself on the eve of the 25th anniversary of Resolution 1325. We have, all in all, 10 resolutions on WPS. A quarter of a century later, it's not only appropriate, but our duty to take stock of where we stand today. On the global level, and indeed on our continent, this is a very important task to do. Today, as it was back in 2000 when 1325 was adopted, the rate of conflict around the world continues to rise at a high rate. We've seen and continue seeing the devastating consequences of those conflicts happening right in front of our eyes. And one fact remains the same. It is disproportionately impacting women and girls. And we see it every single day. We can spend days talking about this, but where are we as far as the implementation of these resolutions are concerned? We have certainly recorded notable advances, and we have, with the dedication and solid engagement of many women and men who fought and are still fighting to turning WPS commitments into meaningful action. CSOs are also calling government accountable to their commitments. Allow me at this juncture to share some thoughts. As I said, we really are at a crossroad. A quarter of a century after landmark resolution, which recognized for the first time that women's rights are of concern to the mandate of the UN Security Council in maintaining peace and security at the global level, it's only time to seriously look back at what we have done and achieved. We cannot keep doing the same thing all the time and also expecting different outcomes. Today, 25 years later, women's participation in all aspects of peace processes, agreements, is lagging behind. At times, in fact, their participation is seen as an afterthought. We witness backsliding in democracy and rights. We shouldn't carry with us this situation as we are about to enter the second quarter of a century of Resolution 1325. As we carried women's rights issues, which we should have finished on the 20th century into the 21st. We need to prove with tangible actions that the WPS agenda is on track, moving and yielding results. As much as we need to look into this critically, it's no time to lose. It's not time to lose hope, to drag our feet, to give up. Quite to the contrary. This is why we need to redouble our efforts to better chart the path to follow to accelerate progress. I recently came across a statement made by one of our sisters. The topic was on women empowerment, with focus on women leaders and how to rise above the noise. She rightly said that the noise are the barriers that block us reaching our place. They are the laws and policies which are not gender sensitive and rather work against us. The social cultural